Since the December 12th patch, I've been asked the same question repeatedly. Hey Zan, can we get rid of Fearless on our quarterbacks? Well, in today's video, we're gonna set up a test and figure out the answer to just that question. Let's get into it. What is up, guys? Here for the Zan Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be testing whether or not the most recent title update from EA in Madden 23 allows us to get rid of Fearless on your quarterback, or at least if this is a reasonable choice for your offensive approach. Now, if you guys didn't see the most recent title update, the notes are linked in the description, but the most important one to me that stands out is the one in regards to quarterback pressure. And it will say tuning to angles and distances at which oncoming defenders will be detected as applying pressure on the quarterback during the throw. Developer note says, the tuning done to the pressure detection is with the intent of decreasing the likelihood of getting an under pressure inaccurate pass when attempting to throw the ball quickly against the blitz. Like most patch notes, my response is hallelujah. We've been talking about the pressure all year long. The meta is blitz, 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 whether it's Overstorm, Brave, Spinner, loop blitz metas, 3-3 loop at the beginning of the year, the version right now that we're dealing with. And the answer for a lot of players is to say, screw it. I'm not going to block this. I'm going to throw quickly. If you want to send 5 or 6 defenders, chances are I can find somebody or set up a route combo that's going to get somebody open hot against the blitz. But the problem is the game has repeatedly thrown pressure inaccurate after pressure inaccurate after pressure inaccurate. And that's necessitated that we've had to use the Fearless ability. And this Fearless ability is not exactly cheap, and EA knows it, and they drop quarterbacks that are expensive, and they have the discounted version of Fearless. And that's caused us to play quarterback roulette and also significantly decrease the number of quarterbacks that are viable in Madden Ultimate Team right now. Now, if you guys play regs, you're even more SOL because not very many quarterbacks have Fearless in regs, if any. But if you guys know any, let me know in the comments section. One thing that I do want to mix in just as something to talk about is that there are under pressure ratings and there are census pressure traits in Madden 23 and in previous Maddens. And over the years, we've talked about whether or not these ratings matter or don't matter. I would argue that with this particular test, if you guys are playing without Fearless, there is some value to actually looking at these ratings. What I will say about throw under pressure is that 99 does not mean you'll never take an under pressure inaccurate. What it just means is that it is the least likely to take an under pressure inaccurate. There's still an overall weighted percentage of when the game is dice rolling whether or not you should take a pressure inaccurate. And I also think that the traits, which there are several traits, there's ideal, oblivious, paranoid, those are going to be the types of traits that amplify your under pressure penalties, meaning that you might have a MUT card at the end of the year that has 99 throw under pressure, but is a paranoid trait. That might actually mean that it is worse under pressure than an ideal quarterback with 99 throw under pressure. So this is just something to consider as you are looking through quarterbacks if you guys are deciding to play without Fearless. Now, in today's test, what we're going to do is we're going to go into MUT practice mode, and we are going to take Fearless off of our quarterback. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up that I've got a theory here that this is going to be effective against the blitz if you get the ball out within a certain amount of time. What I don't think this is going to do is allow you to hold on to the football against the 4-man rush and throw the ball after a guy has shed. So kind of keep that in the back of your mind as you're playing through with this. If you guys want to test this on your own or you're comparing to your own in-game experience, my theory is that this is going to be something like, hey, I know the blitz is coming. I want to throw hot. I'm going to get this ball out as quickly as possible. So now we're in MUT practice mode here. I'm going to go ahead and set up 2 controllers. If you guys don't know how to do this, all you have to do is go into controller select, then turn on your second controller. That is a very important tip. And then you're going to toggle it over to the defense. If you turn it on before you go to this menu, it won't let you do that. Now from here, we are going to set up meta blitzes, and I'm actually just going to call an empty formation altogether, just a straight up empty formation. And I'll start off with the Overstorm Brave Blitz. This is going to be a 6 versus 5 pressure. I'm going to go ahead and respot the ball because the computer doesn't set up the advanced setups that you will face online in head-to-head play. So my theory with this is, in general, that if I know this is coming, I've got 5 guys blocking against 6 guys being sent at the quarterback. My theory is that if I throw the ball hot, I can allow this guy to come in and throw this repeatedly. So I'm trying to hold on to this just a little bit longer than normal, just because I want to, you know, try to trigger the pressure inaccurate and see how late we can really get away with. So you see right there, basically with pressure right at us, we're 2 for 2. And just setting up simple pressure, guaranteed pressures, mathematical advantage to the defense, but we know it's coming and we're going to throw hot. Perfect accuracy repeatedly. So again, free runner, free runner, free runner. My theory with this is probably that EA is looking at this and saying, if they're sending 5 or more, you guys can throw the ball pretty quickly and not get a pressure inaccurate, even if somebody is free. Now that said poor accuracy. I don't know if that was related to pressure. It did not say pressure inaccurate. It just said poor. So I don't know if that was just a simple, hey, screw you, dice roll inaccurate on the short accuracy. Typically your feedback will say red, pressure inaccurate. But again, with the pressure coming right at us here, we're not seeing anything that's indicating a pressure inaccurate as we throw this over and over and over. That one right there, I mean, we're getting hit while we're throwing it, so I'm thinking that that's probably tied to the hit more so than the pressure. Like, and that would not be something that I would be upset with. That's just me throwing the ball late. So again here, as I throw this, it seems to me like when we're doing this over and over and over, if the ball is coming out and we're not getting hit as the ball is being thrown, it doesn't appear to me like we're being, you know, punished. It's perfect accuracy. For the most part, you know, this looks pretty good to me. Now, where I think you guys are going to run into trouble with this is if you intentionally hold on to the football and, you know, somebody sheds. So I'm waiting for a shed. That right there said good. You know, I want to see in this scenario, is this going to be something where we can, you know, kind of avoid some pressure inaccurates? Again, my thought here is I'm not going to be too upset if I hold the ball too long and they've got good coverage. That's more of a coverage sack situation. So again, I kind of want to hold on. Offensive line held up like crazy right there. Good work. We'll just keep rolling through this here. Right there, that was perfect. Perfect accuracy with pressure right at us. D-tackle shed. I know I threw the ball in coverage. I'm just trying to throw the ball when somebody sheds. That's really all I'm trying to do. I'm not really worried about route combo at all. You know, again, let's run like a little Tampa 2 here. Just all goes. I just want to see somebody get off a block and then do a panic press. There you go. That's what I'm talking about right there. And of course, we caught the tip. That is what I'm talking about right there. Those 4-man rushes where you just held onto the ball too long, nothing was open, and an organic 4-man rush got pressure. We've seen guys be this close. In fact, I was throwing the ball with a player this close to me when I was sending 6, but because it was a blitz, the game was saying, okay, well, he's throwing the ball hot against a blitz. In this situation, the coverage is good, yada, yada. We obviously aren't playing coverage, but I'm simulating this. We're rushing 4, it's a base rush. And the coverage holds up until the pressure can get home. You throw the ball under duress, they're punishing you in this regard. So in this situation, I'm actually fairly okay with this being a pressure inaccurate. And I think I'm willing to gamble on maybe getting rid of Fearless, because ideally what you're mostly dealing with is 5-man pressures. You're dealing with Overstorm Brave, you're dealing with Dollar. Let's go ahead and test Dollar. So again here, just pressing a little base align, a little drive combo, throw the ball under duress, good accuracy. Doesn't appear like a pressure penalty was applied there. Now, I do want to say as we're testing through this, this does not apply to a player. This is not going to apply to a player that has under pressure. So if somebody is running a blitz and they have under pressures coming off the edge, I would anticipate this being a situation where you will throw inaccurates. But as you see right here, if you're facing the Dollar meta, if you're facing the Overstorm meta, and those are the under pressure inaccurates that really irritate you, it looks to me like this patch was pretty impactful on that front to make sure that they're not going to punish you for getting the ball out quick against the blitz. Where this is going to impact you is if you hold on to the ball too long and they've set up a good coverage and have rushed, you know, 3 or 4, and then you're throwing the ball after a defensive lineman sheds when they're rushing fewer than, I would say, 5. At least from what I can tell, that seems to be the case. Now, my worry here with this is going to be when somebody is spied and now the count is 4 and they're maybe getting pressure off the edge either way. So let's go ahead and test this here. You see right there, that is immediately what occurred, right? That is immediately what occurred. So what is now going to happen with this is basically the game is counting the number of blitzers. You'll see that I spied this defensive tackle and he drops off the line. We still get pressure off the edge, but this is a count of 4. So when I throw this ball, EA says, nope, that's a 4-man rush. You threw the ball too late. That's an under pressure penalty. So this is where this could get a little bit hairy, is some of these blitz setups where maybe pressure comes in free and somebody has something where they're sending 4 or less. You can still take an under pressure in this regard. Now, I will say that these blitzes are a little bit easier to pick up in terms of if you know what you're doing, you should be fine. So like, let's say I spy right here. You know, in most cases, obviously with this particular type of set, you probably would want to go ahead and slide protect and then maybe ID this way. This might not even work here in this regard, but let's see. Yeah, you're probably taking it under pressure in this situation. Obviously an empty set is probably not the best place to be, but all things considered here, the best blitz setups are mostly 5-man pressures. So, as we talk about loop meta, right? We obviously know the loop meta is a very popular one. If you are facing this, I don't anticipate this being too much of an issue, right? So let's run a little bit of loop blitz meta just to kind of finish this off. If you guys are enjoying this video, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free, helps me out. Also, make sure you guys drop a comment below as it pushes the video out in the algorithm to help it reach other Madden players just like you looking for tips and tutorial content. If you guys are enjoying this video, make sure that you guys also check out my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg, where I go into far more detail than what you see here on the YouTube channel. You guys can unlock the entire website for $9.95 per month. That's every offensive and defensive game plan and our vault content that we update weekly, keeping you on top of the competitive metas. So now we're testing loop blitz meta, which can't believe this wasn't patched in the most recent title update.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
Again, here with this is going to be kind of like your 5-man pressure setup. So with this, the count should be in a spot where even if you set up a protection and maybe it gets screwed up and you have to throw the ball hot, you probably won't be punished too badly. So let's see how this looks here. Good accuracy. My thought on this is that this is going to end up being a situation where basically they turned off pressure and accuracy when sending 5. There might be some situations where you could send 5, and if I block it for, a play that lasts 5, 6, 7 seconds and nothing's open, and then I throw it under duress, maybe that'll screw you over. But I actually want to set up a situation here where, I screw up a setup. So let's see. Hopefully we can get one here, and I'll just throw the ball to whoever. It won't matter. Now, you see right there, I mean, that would have been almost a guaranteed under pressure before the title update. And it appears to me like the game is apologizing to us now for 5-man pressures. And, this is going to be a big development. So I'm going to go ahead and call this a W. I'm going to call this change a W. I think that, long story short on this, pressure and accuracy from meta blitzes are no longer going to be a problem if you are not rocking Fearless. Now, does that mean you should get rid of Fearless? I would argue if you don't feel confident dropping back to pass against 3- and 4-man base rushes and you hold on to the ball a little bit longer, you might want to sharpen up your passing game against those base coverages, whether it's 2-man under or cover 1 or cover 3 sky or cover 4 drop or a match variant. You're going to need to brush up and get some route combos that you're confident in so you can get the ball out before sheds occur. But if you're a proficient passer, I would say you could probably get rid of Fearless. So you guys have it. That is today's video. If you guys liked it, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below in the comments section. And we'll see you guys tomorrow with our next video update. Until then, this is Zan. Get the lab and good luck.